Luna James, her personality, she's just happy all the time. She's usually laughing or smiling at anything. When she was 2 days old, I said to Brian, I think she's deaf. To just call it mother's intuition or whatever it may be. I just had this feeling that she was deaf.
Yeah, I just think scenarios like throughout the day when we'd be watching her, you know, certain sounds like our dog barking or you know, us moving things around the house, she just wouldn't react. So we kind of felt that something might be a little off.
For Luna, in my first test with her, I was not able to measure any hearing. So Luna, in order for her to interpret sound, she's really just feeling vibrations.
So Luna was born with congenital hearing loss in both ears, and so hearing aids would not be adequate enough to support the development of near normal or normal language skills.
Early on, you know, Luna's parents were aware of all of the different options for Luna, and they were passionate and motivated for what we call an oral approach to language development. So they had goals of Luna receiving sound auditorily and spoken language.
To really take full advantage of what's available today to improve hearing in children with congenital hearing loss, we're really talking about a cochlear implant.
We're gonna provide her with the technology and the equipment to hear. We knew this was the place to be. It's just an incredible opportunity to be so close to Boston, and the care and technology they have here is just, it's top notch.
The sooner we can get Luna good information in terms of speech and language awareness, that will help her thrive and develop speech and language as soon as she possibly can.
And how's baby Luna doing?
I'm doing good. She's doing really well.
Wow, welcome to the world of sound. Today was an exciting day. It was the activation day, roughly 2 weeks after her recent surgery with bilateral cochlear implants, and she's done well. So the entire device is basically this area right here.
Luna is the youngest patient that we've ever activated with a cochlear implant at Mass Eye and Ear. We'll start with one side, probably her right, because it's right here. And then once we get that activated and programmed, we'll then go to the left side. And then before we leave, we'll make sure both of them are on. Given that we know cochlear implants are beneficial and the earlier the better for language acquisition, we were able to do it at a much younger age for Luna. So it'll be really exciting to us as a department to see what that process is like for an infant so young as Luna. I'm slowly going to turn it up, and we're just gonna kind of watch how she responds. Are you ready, baby girl? Okay, here we go.
Luna.
Hi, sweetheart. I know.
That's okay. It's okay, baby.
Hi, what is that? What is that? Hi, Luna. Hi. Hi, Luna. Can you hear that? Hi, sweet girl.
Any response was a good response. So her crying just made me aware that she could hear something, and it was significant enough to get that reaction out of her. So it was nice. I never want to see her cry, but this was a situation where it was okay.
In rare cases, if a child is not happy with the way they are sensing their devices, they may not even allow you to put them back on. But it's pretty clear that she was receptive from the get-go today. That is in part due to, I think, Luna and our perception that she was going to be a great candidate, but it's also really hats off to the amazing pediatric audiology team that we have here, experienced and knowledgeable to be able to ease the family and the child into the implants during the activation day and beyond.
Enjoy the time that you have. I spent quite a bit of time in the beginning after we found out just feeling really anxious about what her future would hold, and I think that just know that your child is going to be all right no matter what diagnosis you get, no matter what is thrown your way. Your child is resilient, you are resilient, and take it from Luna, the sky's the limit.
The earlier that we identify how a baby hears, the better we can give that child access to speech and language in their family, in their educational environments, so that they can thrive and learn to talk just like every other child out there.